Hello, everyone. Welcome back to BSE Houston with me, Looney Loser 17. Yeah, it's been a little bit since I've uploaded a video. Life getting in the way. And I also went a month further than you might have expected for like the every 2 months, because there would have only been a month left of the league season. So I went ahead and finished the league season. Where we finished, more on that in a minute. I will say we were in a promotion battle while running an ICU unit, or ICU being short for intensive care. Some of you may know it as a critical care unit, depending on where you are in the world. Transfers that happened since the last time that I made a video. The one signing that we made in January was Pontus Jansson, a 24-year-old either-sided winger from, I think he was on a free. He'd been on trial with us for a while. Left foot is stronger, but he is accomplished on the right. Solid second, third choice option that I feel pretty comfortable with right now on either wing. Depending on what I can do this off season, he may start for me on the right wing next season because I am getting rather fed up with Ruiz, my starting right winger, and his attitude. Janssen, 2 starts, 3 substitute appearances, goal, 2 assists, 7.08 rating for us. So he didn't necessarily get a great deal of action, but he was a reliable option when he got on the pitch for us. Decent pace acceleration for this sort of level, 8 crossing, 11 first touch, 9 work rate. Definitely not a bad player, so one I'm glad to have around. I did lose a couple of guys who were on non-contracts during the winter window. First was Tom Merrick, the backup keeper. He went to Titans SC, which is another Netflix League 2 site up in New England. Apparently, he's at least started some of the time for them, but hasn't played very well. But Merrick's 30. Well, this one hurt a lot more. Polk Lewis, who had been, because of his form, had been playing as a starter at center back for me most of the first part of the season. Between Morris being hurt and the other, it's been a while since I've had to save Zine's inconsistent form. But he wasn't good enough for me to put a contract to him. So he had averaged 7.12 rating this season for us before Electric City, another New England Netflix League 2 side, came in, poached him on since he was on a non-contract, they're actually paying him, so I can't totally blame him for leaving. The timing of this stunk with my injury crisis, though, because Morris and Zine both went down hurt. So all of a sudden, part of my injury crisis meant I was down to my 4th and 5th choice center backs. So the last match from my last video would have been the Port City match. Because I did go back and look at my last video to see, okay, where was I in the schedule? So I don't talk about a match twice, or I don't miss a match, more importantly. So at that point, my job was still rather unstable because if you'll remember, we were like 19th in the league after we lost to Oklahoma Energy. That was 5th straight without a win. I had a D rating with the board at that point. I was still only like a C rating with the board when I did the last video. So yeah, 3 months worth of matches to go through here. I may not remember details on some of these. El Paso Patriots at home, comfortable 3-0 win. Luna and with the opener, and then Ronald with a brace right around halftime. El Paso were a pretty good team in the league. They were up around the promotion battle, followed by another team that was in the promotion battle, NTX Rayados. There was something in this match that I don't think I had seen happen in FM, or at least not often. We finished the match 11-9. Castillo from the spot, 16th minute, gave us a lead. They had a guy sent off just before halftime. And then a second guy sent off right at about the hour mark. So they're 2 men down. We do get a second goal from Craig in the 77th minute. Craig had come off the bench to provide us with a little bit of insurance. Especially, yeah, considering they were 2 men down, that insurance goal let me breathe a little bit easier. Following that was an away match at Readthemeade, who dropped off pretty significantly last year to this year, as they were a side in the top half last year. They ended up 26th in the league this season. We won 3-2. They took a lead pretty much right away, 2nd minute goal. We didn't score until just after the hour mark, when Lewis, just before he left us, scored an equalizer. They scored again with about quarter of an hour to go. It looks like I might be headed to a rather embarrassing defeat. No, my strikers rescue us. Ronald and Luna both score to turn it around. We win 3-2. That's our 8th straight match with a win in the league, followed by a 0-0 draw away to Gaffa FC. This is the point where injuries were starting to rack up for us. Because like Wilhelm went down for the season, I think it was, in this match. Or, well, rest of the league season in this match. Followed by another 0-0 draw, this time at home with San Antonio Academy. Both of those rather embarrassing losses. Luna got hurt in this match and was out for a while. Ronald got hurt in training just before this match. And by this point, I'm down like 6 starters. Both Ronald and Luna up front. Both my starting center backs. Flores got hurt for a couple of weeks around here. And Wilhelm out on the left wing. That's 6 starters that I was missing. Or did I lose Flores a little bit later here? Because I had to play... I'm trying to remember when Flores was hurt here. Because he missed a couple of matches. But I'll maybe notice it when I see it. This was followed by a midweek Woosnam Cup, basically like FA Trophy match with Thunder Bay Chill away up in Ontario, Canada. Fully rotated side here. as beat up as we were, I also had to go away from the 4-4-2 wide diamond that had been working for us, albeit it had started to taper off a bit anyway. Because I was just so beat up and lacking first team caliber talent. Ended up losing 2-1. They score on both sides at halftime. Castillo gets our consolation just after the hour mark to give us a chance. We couldn't come all the way back. I was not too broken up about that, even though we could have used the money with a cup run, because the time to heal up and recover without putting too much strain on the healthy bodies I had meant more. That was followed by a 2-1 away win over Irving FC. Sorry, random yawn. They took the lead. Castillo responded a couple minutes later from the spot, and then again in the 55th minute with what proved to be the winner. Irving, I think, yeah, Irving was top half, so that was a nice win away. You've been seeing a lot of wins and draws here, other than that one cup match. After I changed to the 4-4-2 wide diamond. Well, I'm not back to the 4-4-2 wide diamond yet, and we lose at home to Texas Spurs 1-0. I'm going to get a chance to redeem this here in the Regional Cup, which more on that in a minute. But Texas Spurs were up around the promotion battle. They scored just before halftime. We were still fairly beat up at this point, so heavily rotated side, or well, a heavily weakened side would be the better way to put it. Now I'm starting to get everybody back, so I was able to start getting some guys match fitness at least off the bench. 2-1 away win to start February away against Memphis City. Ronald scored a little bit before halftime. They found an equalizer just before the hour mark. And then Castillo from the spot in the 68th minute with what proves to be the winner. Followed up by a 0-0 home draw with Dallas City. Trying to get some of my starters back into the lineup on a regular basis. I do see that Janssen started this match. This was one of the matches he started. Dallas City, if I remember right, were also a team that around. Yep, they were. They were definitely in the promotion battle down to the end. That was followed by one of the craziest matches I've played on FM. And this match was rather embarrassing defensively. Albeit I'm still trotting out 4th and 5th choice center backs at this point. We win this one 6-5 after being 3-0 up. We almost threw this one away late. I will show highlights to this one here in a minute. Sporting AZFC, well, Side FC, that result in particular was embarrassing because Side FC were down near the bottom of the league. They should not have gotten that close to us. And if you look, since we had gone to the 4-4-2 diamond, the only team we had given up more than 2 goals to was ASC New Stars, a team in the promotion battle. So to give up 5 to a team near the bottom of the league, that's embarrassing. Then went away to Sporting AZFC, won 1-0. Luna with a rare goal about half an hour in. He only has like 5 or 6 on the season. But Sporting AZ, this at that point was our toughest remaining match because they were top half in the league. followed by, now a couple weeks later, a 2-1 home win over Regal's SCA. They're down near the bottom of the league. They took the lead just past the hour mark. Janssen and Ronald with the goals. Janssen off the bench, so super sub. And I think that was like right after he came on, if I remember right. I'm going to show the highlights to that match as well, even though you might think I'd show one of the matches with more goals, but there's a reason I'm going to show that match that I will get to in a moment. And then the final match of the regular season, a 3-1 home win over Tucson Maccabees. Another side down bottom half of the league. Potential relegation fodder depending on how many teams actually get relegated. We went 1-0 up. Castillo from the spot. They equalized just 2 minutes later. Ronald gave us the lead early in the second half. And then they had a guy sent off in second half stoppage time. And then Castillo, I believe that was a direct free kick in the aftermath of that sending off, or at least came off the free kick, with insurance in the 92nd minute to get us all 3 points. So here is this side FC match. We absolutely dominate, 2.57 to 0.95 XG. It was like seemed like everything they put on target went in the net, which was rather frustrating to me. So let's check out the goals from this match. That is a Ronald hat trick, by the way. Weather wasn't the greatest for this match. Luis stayed on side and put that in. But it's 1-0 up. Ronald straddled the back line perfectly. Keeper bungles the wet ball. It's 2-0. Castillo will play, squeeze around, squares it to Ronald, and onside, race to Ronald, 3-0 lead. And now here, late first half, 39th minute. Bit of a defensive lapse there. Flip the header over Flores. Build up down the right. Castillo gets on the end of the pass from Rooney to the top of the box. It's 4-1. Looks like we're rather comfortable. And then this was one of the craziest goals I've seen. The continuation of the foul, I understood that. What you saw happen there was the ball hit the crossbar, land. Flores was on the ground because he went up for it, missed. And the ball lands, and then as Flores gets up, he watches the ball, the spin on the ball, take it over the goal line without trying to go get it. Oh, that was painful to watch. I forgot about that goal until I just see it now. So now, the hour in, it's 4-2. We're still feeling pretty comfortable. Ronald dispossessed here, 72nd minute. Quick counter. The guy who was fouled on the previous goal ends up controlling himself there, 4-3. Now I'm getting a bit nervous. Another nice play. Shea finds Luna. 40 restored. It's 5-3. Looks like it's over. Not so fast. Defensive lapse there, where we didn't mark the guy short guy on the free kick. So he makes it 5-4. Again, build up down the right. We've been doing a lot of that in this match. Janssen finds Ronald. That's Ronald's hat trick. 86th minute. 6-4. And now 92nd minute. Defensively went to sleep again. After a pulsating match that ends up 6-5. And now Regal's SCA. We did not play our best match here, honestly. If you look at the stats, they had more of the ball. They had more chances. They out-XG'd us. In the end, though, it's the duo of Ronald and Janssen off the bench. Well, Ronald started. Janssen off the bench. Ends up being our rescuers. Turn the ball over rather sloppily. Flores sort of counting there. They go one up at the hour mark. Off throw. A couple minutes later, Ronald across. Janssen gets his head to it. Beats out once the defender. It's 1-1. And now 72nd minute. Takes a little bit of build-up. There's the center back, misses the header. Ronald there powers that home. 2-1 win. What that 2-1 win meant was what was important. Because, here, I'll make this a bit bigger so it's easier to see. We end up third place. That win with a match to spare secured promotion in a crazy set of circumstances. Because of how tight the league was, we had to have like 4 out of 5 matches break our way on that last day, in addition to us winning. All of them broke our way. So after being 19th, after 13 matches, we secured promotion with a match to spare. And I got a new contract. Graceland Sporting did end up winning the title. Invincible. 26-5-0, 83 points. Could be interesting if we get matched up with them in the Regional Cup. I remember last season the promoted sides didn't do very well. Matter of fact, it was Graceland, after finishing like 6th behind us, that ended up being the team that advanced from our region last season. But you may notice we get to play Texas Spurs in the Regional Cup. They finished 7th in the league. This is not going to be any easy first round match. Fortunately, if I remember right, yeah, we are at home. They're the only side that's beat us in the league after we switched to the 4-4-2 wide diamond. So let's take a look. Appearance-wise, Flores played just about every match. Ronald missed a couple there. Jing Feng missed a few, primarily due to bans. There was a couple of matches, I think, due to injury as well. I think a couple of these guys have at least offered new deals to. I'm trying to remember. Jing Feng was not one of them. He wants like important player. So even though he's like my ball passer out of the defensive midfield, I don't know that I'm going to have him next season. And then Che and Ruiz are the only other guys who played more than 25 matches. Goals conceded. Wait a minute, Kromholtz didn't play. I'm a little confused. Must have been the backup played before he left. Goals scored. Ronald lead the way with 20. Castillo second with 11. Most of those are from the penalty spot. And then nobody else with more than 5, with Atkinson and Luna being the 2 guys on 5. Craig and Ruiz, a couple of my wingers on 3. Wilhelm and Morse with 2. Morse's were both from the spot. I remember that. And then 2, 4, about 8 guys there with 1 each. As far as assists go, Jing Feng led the way with 9. Craig, who played a lot, 16 starts, 10 off the bench. A lot of his starts came after Wilhelm got hurt. Ended up with 5 assists. Wilhelm, speaking of him, he and Garcia with 4 assists. Luna, Ruiz, Che, and Becker all on 3 assists. 4 more guys on 2 assists. Let's see, Janssen, Crompton, Flores, and Ronald. And then 5 more with 1 assist. As far as average rating leaders go, Ronald, unsurprisingly, leads the way, 7.16, followed by Jing Feng at 7.14. You can understand why I want to bring Jing Feng back, even though the stars say he's not my most talented player when it comes to attributes. Janssen, in his limited appearances since he'd signed in the winter, 7.08. Castillo, 7.06. And Craig at a 7.04. Are my 5 guys that averaged above a 7. Down on the bottom end, like Clayton only made a couple of appearances back when I was trying to run like 2 defensive mids primarily. Thacker, who 16 appearances, averaged 6.55. Needless to say why he wasn't starting very much for me. But lack of trust in my winger options in general meant he did make a fair few appearances. Morse and Garcia down here as well in the bottom 5 players, even though they started a lot of matches, a little over half the matches. But I couldn't really trust either of my left back options, and I'm trying to find where the other one went. Oh, Garcia and... I'm looking too far. Garcia and Morse are right together. They are my left back options. 6.65 and 6.68. Needless to say why I did not couldn't settle on one of these guys. Neither of them really laid claim and seized the position as their own. And then like Ruiz, 6.72. But it's Ruiz's attitude that I don't like. He's casual personality. He's gotten upset with me about criticizing his training a few times. So yeah, I'm not really happy with him. Couple of guys, yeah. Like Wilhelm. Not sure what I want to do with him. trying to remember if I've offered him a contract or not. It's been over a week since I've opened this save to remember. Oh, finances still not deteriorating pretty quickly, albeit one of the perks of promotion meant I got a boost to the payroll budget, which actually means I am under the payroll budget currently. How long I stay that way might be another story. Trying to remember, sponsors aren't until the summer. And yep, I have a contract which was supposed to run out this season. I now have a contract for next season as well. Up to a B rating with the board now, so I have a little bit more comfort there. And I believe I've covered everything for now. Thank you for those who've watched all the way to the end of the video. I know I had a lot to cover there since I had the extra month, plus transfer window and all sorts of other fun. So if you, I haven't been doing this enough. If you want to, I stream the entirety of this save on Twitch. If you want to check, stop by and say hi or what, just hang out and watch me play this save live. Link to the Twitch is in the description of the video. So next video will be end of the season. Hopefully there's a few matches to review instead of just a one and done. Hopefully I'll have some information about potential signings to make at that point as well. Thank you for, thank you for sticking out to the end of the video. Hope to see you back here next time at BSE Houston as we get ready to head up towards Netflix League One next season. Have a great day. Bye for now.